Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
Kids are allowed to use the phone to research things or do math or whatever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Your Honor.
Do not interrupt my stunned silence. Do not confuse my stunned silence for an invitation to. I'm still getting over it.
These are the plaintiffs, James Jans and Ralph Neischmied. James says his son and the defendant's son go to school together, and he knocked his son's phone down to the ground and the screen broke. When he called the defendant, the surly and rude man told him he wasn't going to pay for the phone to be fixed. Told him if he didn't like that answer, he could take him to court. And here they are, baby. They're suing for $599.99, the amount they're out. These are the defendants, Michael and Nathan Wissing. Michael says the plaintiff called him with a hostile attitude, and he didn't want to be rude, but he told him he wasn't going to pay because his son had no accountability for the broken phone. The kid didn't even have it in a case, for crying out loud. Who does that with a device that costs $600? Oh, them? Ha! They're accused of being phony.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you,
You're
Douglas.
welcome in.
Okay. James Jans?
Yes.
And Ralph Neischmied?
Yes.
Okay. You are suing Michael Wissing and Nathan Wissing? Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For $599.99, the amount that you were forced to pay for a new cell phone when, according to you, who's the boy?
Me.
Nathan?
Yep.
Is that your name? Okay. Nathan knocked it over during class. So I want to talk to you. Tell me what happened.
All right. So, yeah, me and Nathan are in science class, and he sits in front of me, and he turns around and smacks my phone off, and it broke.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting he did it on purpose?
No, it was...
Oh, with smacks sounds like on purpose. Okay.
And then yeah.
What was your phone doing on the desk?
Well, most of the people have their phone out in case they want to look something up really quick, and...
Are you allowed to?
Yeah.
Most people have their cell phones out in that class or in all classes?
Well, the school kind of encourages technology.
What do they do about texting, Facebook, Instagram? What do they do about that? How do you stop the kids from? Really, the school actually encourages. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're using iPads currently.
So your school actually encourages that.
Yeah.
And so, give me an example of how you would use it for science.
Well, if I need to.
Which science is this?
Earth space.
Okay.
If I need to look a term up or something, then I can just research it really quick. Or
kids are allowed to use the phone to research things or do math or whatever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Your Honor.
Do not interrupt my stunned silence. Do not confuse my stunned silence for an invitation to. I'm still getting over it. I just think, can't we just let you research something after class? Can't the teacher be engrossing enough, engaging enough, and and a good enough teacher to just capture your mind, your intellect, and divorce you from the internet for just the 45 minutes that class lasts? Can't we just do that? You guys, there's not a prayer for you. There's not a prayer for you because this is how you have lived all of your lives with instant knowledge at your fingertips and you cannot pay attention to what's going on in front of you. And in fact, now I have to hear that your school district encourages it during class. Have I got it? All right, guys. Now let's talk about what actually happens because I have both the plaintiff and the defendant admitting that half of the class, according to you, is it more than half or is it about half?
It's more than half.
Okay, have their phones on their desks and no teacher says, hey, what's that? What's that contraband doing on your desk? Put that away. We certainly know that that's not happening, right? So let's talk about what happened. You turned around to ask him a question?
Yeah, we were partners, and I was just wondering if he had the paper, and I turned around and bumped his phone off.
How did you do that? With your elbow, with your hand?
Yeah, with my elbow.
With your elbow. Okay, and what happened after that? After that happened, what'd you do?
I apologized, and then he picked it up and said, it's not that big of a deal, I'm sure it's fine. And then he saw that the screen wasn't working. Half of the screen
Okay, was it
wasn't
cracked
working.
at all?
Yeah, it was cracked.
Do you have it?
No, we have pictures
Okay.
of the
May I see it? Did you turn that in for, did they give you any credit for the phone?
They did, $58. So.
Okay, that's bigger than. All right. Did you? And you? I take it you didn't have an insurance little thingy on
No.
that because you probably figure it's not worth it.
So that's a the screen,
Yeah.
the resolution doesn't show
Yeah. What kind of phone is this?
Galaxy S4
Why didn't it have a cover?
because I never break my stuff and
And you live apparently in a world in a bubble with no one else around you.
I don't expect
Do you
other
understand?
people
Can I ask
to.
you guys a question? You're the parents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I want an honest answer. I'm looking at you right in the eye, parent to parent. Did you ever tell your kid that maybe he should have a cell phone cover on his phone?
I have not, no.
Really? Mom, come on up. Switch with your mom.
Just switch where the mic is. Thank you.
There you go. Mom, did you ever tell your kid he should have a cover on his phone?
I did not even think about it.
Are you serious? You guys have, can I see your phones? Pull out your phones.
We all have covers on it now.
Oh,
But we did not think that we need something for us to protect someone else to make.
why not? Nobody ever drops anything in your life? Like you guys are that perfect that nobody ever accidentally bumps into you in a hallway of crowded
I
children?
have
and
to
they,
say, I raised my kids.
to what? To never have an accident?
No, they really take care of their own stuff very well. Both of my kids.
Okay, go ahead and have a seat, Mom. All right, so can I see your phone?
Yeah.
Pull it out. Does it have a cover on it?
Yeah.
Okay, can I see your phone?
Sure.
Does it have a cover on it? I
Yes,
can't
ma'am.
tell. It looks like.
Yes, it does.
You know, my kids won't put a cover on their phone. Do you know why?
What's that one?
Think. Where do they carry their phone? In their back pant
Oh, that's
pocket.
right. That will make them look a little larger than they might want to.
That's very well put, Douglas. Whose fault is this? I know what you say. You say it's his fault he knocked it over. What's to discuss? What do you say?
I think he shouldn't have had it without a cover or insurance on the desk. In a
Well, the
corner.
insurance part, that's really not a defense. You don't get to say, hey, you should have been insured against my negligence. The only question in court is, are you negligent? And is it entirely your fault it broke, or is it both your fault it broke, or what is it? What do you think?
I think it's both our faults.
You think it's both your faults. And his fault would be because he didn't have a cover,
Yeah.
or because he had it on his desk?
Both, I think.
Do you really?
Yeah.
The on the desk part, do you really?
I do.
Really?
He wasn't using it.
Do you ever have your phone on the desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're waiting to use it when
But I
you're
have it
going to use
covered.
it. Do you guys text? Do kids just typically text and Facebook and do all the things they're not supposed to during class if they're allowed to have their
A
phones
lot
out?
of the time, yeah.
Of course they do. Okay, I hope the district is watching. Okay, all right. So now, let me hear from the parents. Obviously you think it's his fault. He knocked it over. Your children would never drop something or do anything. There's no reason for you to have a cover. But apparently you all have covers now. And what do you think?
Your Honor, I think it was just an accident, you know, and
Well, it's clearly an accident.
Well,
Negligence is an accident. It's
right.
I don't think he smacked the phone off. I think it was an accident.
no, I don't. I think the issue is more accountability. You know, my
Whose
son,
accountability?
both.
Oh,
You know,
because I
don't
can't help but
think-
notice you didn't offer to pay for half.
I would have if I'd
You
been
would
given the
have if
option.
what? He called you and asked you and you said...
No, ma'am. He called me and told me I have to pay for the whole phone.
And then you said...
No.
Right. And
And I
then
kept
did
on
you
asking
say,
him.
I think it's both their faults, I'll pay for half?
Yes, I said.
You did say that.
I asked him if his son had any accountability, and he said no. It was
Okay.
all my son.
Okay.
So that was my issue with the matter.
Okay.
If we'd had a decent conversation, we wouldn't be here.
Okay. Let me see the bill for the phone.
So I think it's both of them had some role to play, obviously.
Okay, but I'm confused because this is saying that, okay, this is a bill for the phone originally?
Yes.
Okay, what phone did you replace this with?
We replaced it with an iPhone. It was about the same cost. It was the same cost either way.
Then you have to prove everything you're saying. First of all, let me see the receipt for the iPhone.
Okay.
Let me see that it costs the same as the Samsung 720. I need to see all that. You need to prove it. Otherwise, first of all, show me the receipt for something that's $599, which is the amount you're suing for.
That's the receipt for the original cost of the Samsung Galaxy. Which
No, but if you got the phone, if you were able to, listen, court is about making you whole, not giving you a bonanza.
Right.
Your value of your damages is the value of the item at the time that it's broken.
Right.
Now show me what you paid.
Okay. I did not bring that because I
You
thought
didn't
that's
bring the one thing to justify the amount you're suing for. You didn't bring that to court.
I was suing for the replacement cost of what the phone was.
You
for
have
the
to
finance.
prove to me that you paid it.
Okay.
Show me the proof of what you paid to solve the problem. That's a measure of your damages.
I do not have the receipt.
We don't have
the receipt. It wasn't my understanding that's what
the
it's.
new phone. We thought cases about the old phone.
But your old phone only cost $250.
It cost $250, but we got in a 2-year contract. It was
Right,
$599.
and your justification for me giving you the total amount is that that's what you had to pay now. That's a part you're not proving.
Right.
Are you sure you can't get it somehow? Did you order it online?
We could get it.
We have it at home.
No, but not
Yeah.
like a week from now. Can you get it right now if I gave you access to a computer?
Yeah, I could access that. We could probably get the store to email it to us.
I'm going to call a short recess.
Okay.
All rise.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, is the defendant responsible for the phone by brushing it and knocking it on the ground?
No,
Why?
because it was an accident. Anybody could have did it.
But it is negligent, right, to kind of like wave your arms. I mean, I know it's not intentional.
I mean, maybe if he's like nice enough to pay for the phone, but I don't.
He's not nice enough because they're in court. Now here's my question. The phone wasn't in a case. Is that relevant that it wasn't in a case?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Why?
Because if he really cared about his phone or cracking or whatever, he would have had it in a case.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I get the point. Going inside the courtroom.
All right, so the receipt that you were able to get during the break is what you actually paid for the iPhone 5S.
Right.
What you paid was $250 plus it's $249.99 plus the activation fee, right? Okay. And your provider is Sprint?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I think it's I realize that you maybe were offended at the tone that he took when he called you, and that we may not be here if people were a little bit more conciliatory. But when you use the phrase, where does accountability come in? Where does accountability come in? I ask you the same thing.
Well,
When I say that I think it's kind of both their faults, I think it's mostly your son's fault. I do think that it's predictable that this would happen. So I kind of find fault with you. I find a little more fault with him. But you should be a little more careful by not having your phone out, and you should have a cover on your phone. But you should be something more than knees and elbows, and you should be careful when you turn around. And your school should have rules that they tell you guys, where the teachers tell you you can't have your phones there unless I let you bring out your phones. Because how often are the kids, again, tell me again, how often are the kids, come on, we know, you can say it.
Texting?
Texting and on social media during class, because come on, cough it up.
I'm not saying it.
You're not saying anything. Can I tell you something? You just did. Okay? All right. So based on a little bit of rough justice, I'm finding in favor of the plaintiff, not in the amount that he's suing for, but what this phone goes for in the open market, and a used one goes for $160. So I find that you are 25% liable for having the phone on the desk uncovered, and I find you 75% liable. And then that means if it's $160 and you are 75% liable, a net judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $120. That's my judgment.
Plaintiff didn't get everything they sued for. Step in here. You satisfied? Or what is your feeling on how it comes out here?
well, I think it's fair. You know, my whole case was accountability, and we are accountable, but we weren't accountable for $600.
How could the adults out here have handled this a little bit better?
I think if you just speak nicely to people, you kind of get more sugar.
You guys still friends in school?
Nope.
Over this incident?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you don't talk or what?
Nope, no talking.
No talking. All right. All right, right down this way. Okay. You're feeling you didn't get everything, but you got something.
Well, I didn't even get a chance to speak. She didn't even give me a chance to speak. I've spent the most time on this whole case than anybody. He never once ever offered to pay 50%. Not once. I mean, I did not put the $599 together. I had documentation of where the $599 came.
You miss your friend?
What?
You miss your friend?
I guess.
Harvey?
So it's interesting that they're saying that, you know, it was an accident. That's true. But knocking the phone off is itself negligent. And as a result, that's liability right there. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Introducing Meta Ray-Ban Display, the world's most advanced AI glasses. With a full color display built into the lens of the glasses, it's there when you need it and gone when you don't. Send and receive messages, translate or caption live conversations, collaborate with Meta AI, and more. Be one of the first to try Meta Ray-Ban Display. Visit meta.com/Meta Ray-Ban Display to book a demo and find your pair.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Psst, healthcare pros, word's out, and it's too good to keep quiet. Look, LinkedIn is revolutionizing job hunting, making it possible to search by specialty, shift preference, and salary. Endless scrolling is out. Whether it's a mental health therapist or dental hygienist, finding the perfect role is faster and easier than ever. Head to linkedin.com/healthcare and start your search today.
This is the plaintiff, Heather Vergulto. She says her landlord, the defendant, refuses to return her security deposit because the woman claims she ruined the place. Ruined the place? If anything, she improved the place. And the defendant owes her big time. She's suing for $1,600, the amount owed. This is the defendant, Jamie Mandel. She says the plaintiff must be out of her mind because she ruined her once beautiful home. She ripped out her verdant garden, trashed her beautiful wisteria, and wrecked the trellis and bushes lining the front of the house. Oh, her money. Ha! She's accused of stealing security.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff says that she actually improved the apartment she was renting, yet the landlord won't return her security. Now the defendant says the plaintiff trashed the place and even ruined the bushes. It's the case of Bush League.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Heather Vergulto?
Yep.
Okay, you are suing Jamie Mandel?
Yes.
Okay, for $1,600, $1,400 of it, a security deposit that you say she's wrongfully withholding, and $200 for a repair that you did. She did not reimburse you for. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I moved in September of 2012. There was work that was supposed to be done the following a few weeks after I moved in that were never done.
Do you have that in writing?
I might have emails in regards to it, but
Okay,
I don't
can
have
I
it
see that?
on the lease agreement.
That's fine. Can I see the emails from back then?
Sure.
What work was supposed to be done and wasn't?
The front window was supposed to be replaced because it was leaking water into the bedroom and onto the floor. I got several quotes to have the window fixed. So when she finally did hire the gentleman,
Who is that
Rich,
gentleman?
His name's Rich.
Who is he to you?
Oh, we just started talking, and he was in construction. He's a landlord as well, and so
He's not your boyfriend.
Well, he is now.
Oh.
Through.
Okay.
We got to know each other afterwards.
Were you dating him back then?
No, I just asked him if he could come give me a quote at the time.
So had she authorized you to go ahead and farm the work out?
Yes, she actually talked to Rich on the phone.
Okay.
So
And
they had
so
conversations.
the $200 of your lawsuit is because what?
Because he went and got the window. I paid him directly so he can go get the window. She then called me and said, I'm not going to have Rich do the window because I have someone who's going to do it for free. I said, okay, well, you need to tell him that. So she called him and said, I'm not going to need your services. He said, well, okay. Being him, that's why now he's my boyfriend, because he's such a nice guy. He delivered the window to the house so her free hire could do the window.
Right, but who paid for the window?
I did.
Did you try to deduct it from the rent?
I then deducted it from the rent because she
And so
still
she
said-
did then?
Well, she did, right.
Right. So
and I
okay,
told her
so
that,
why are you
though.
suing for $200?
Because when her hired man came out to do the window at 11 o'clock in the morning and ripped the window out and the big gaping hole that he left, at 5 o'clock he said, I can't do this window, I don't know what I'm doing, and he left the job site with the window, with nothing, a window out and nothing in the window. So I called her and said, there's a gaping hole in the side of the house, I need to tarp it, I need to do this, so I'm letting you know this is what I'm doing because your guy walked off the job. So the next day, she called Rich and said, please, 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 can you come back and fix the window?
Did she pay him to fix the window?
Well, after I deducted it from my rent again.
Okay, so why are you suing for? I'm not getting it. I want to know why you're suing
The
for the
$200 was because she took materials from him. He bought materials out of his own money.
I'm sorry. Come on up, please. What are you out? If you
I
paid for
him and she never paid me back. I said, I'll give you the $200 for the extra material that, well.
What extra material?
When I went there and I saw that the gentleman, what he had done prior, I told her, I said, there's an additional labor and
cost.
material cost
To
added.
fix what the guy who wasn't up to the task had
Exactly.
done. Okay, prove to me that it's $200.
I didn't bring
Wait,
any.
you don't have evidence of it?
No, I don't.
Okay, we have your testimony.
Right.
But we don't have paperwork from any
I didn't
receipts.
think-
All right, let's talk
right.
about the security deposit. You have a $1,400 security deposit, and she refuses to return it to you. I presume, because I've read her answer, that she's going to talk about damage to the place.
Right.
I want you to tell me whether you left that place damaged and unclean like she says she did.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
This is what the front of the house looked like that she says I damaged, and this is how I left it. This is what it looked like, and this is.
Did anybody take pictures when you moved in? Did you take pictures of the place?
No, my mother and my daughter spent 2 days cleaning the house because apparently the renter people that were renting it before, she said, created all this damage and that she spent days cleaning it because they left it a filth. And I said, I will steam clean the rugs, I will clean it, I will do whatever because I was anxious to move in. So it took me 2 days to clean the whole entire house.
So you lived there for how long?
A year.
And during that year, it's your premise that you did a lot of improvements to the place because you thought you were going to live there longer.
I thought I was going to stay there longer,
And
but
why didn't you?
Because she didn't do anything, especially with the water damage. It took me, and here's a picture of the black mold. But I slept in this room for a year with black mold.
Why would you do that? If you're familiar with construction, why would you tolerate it?
I had a year lease, and I didn't
Yeah, but your lease does not require you to make yourself unhealthy.
Well, I didn't know.
I'm
I've
saying,
never
in
leased
other words,
anything before in my life.
I know, but I want
did
you to
not
know that you have a right to a place that's not going to make you sick. So this is how it looked when the window was.
That was when the last 3
Stuff
weeks
got ripped out, and
that I moved out. The house.
What reasons did she give you for keeping your deposit?
She said I trashed the house, and I took pictures of it, and he's a witness too because he helped me move some of the stuff out.
Can I see the pictures you took?
Even one wall when I moved in, I moved the mirror, and it was a red wall. Behind the mirror was white, so I painted that whole entire wall for her.
But that's because you decided you didn't want the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
She was fine with just leaving.
Well, I moved the mirror, but it
so you have to
kinda-
understand that for her, it's a business. She really doesn't care how comfortable you feel in your place. You rented it a certain way, and if you want to make changes to it, you fund them. But that's very, very different from there being a leaking window and there being mold. Those things landlords are responsible for.
Refrigerator.
Why won't you return this lady's security deposit?
Well, first of all, Heather did all these things unauthorized by me. I did not give her permission. She painted 2 rooms in my house. She just left them unfinished, and it was really made the house look very bad. I have pictures to show it.
Before she left, were you able to rent or sell it?
No, it's still empty. I'm still having
There's still
trouble.
no
It took
rental?
me so long to get it in order after she left.
Okay, can I see the pictures of how she left it? According to you, she left it filthy?
Yeah.
In between the 2 tenants, did you take any pictures of the place so I can see the way you handed it to her? Because that's going to be an issue in this case.
No, I didn't do that.
Don't tell me you're going to remember where nail holes were, because I won't believe you.
No, but the whole room needed repainting because of all the nail holes and the damage. That was the least of my problems with her.
All right.
She didn't even
Oh,
ask
such a
about
cute
painting the
little
bathroom. She
cottage.
started to
Okay,
paint
why
them.
didn't you finish painting?
She left them like that.
Okay, heard you.
Well, the reason why I didn't finish it was because they said if you're going to repaint it and you're going to charge, I'll take some deduction off the security.
So
if you're gonna
you recognize the painting
Right.
as a problem. Okay. All right. Okay, what was so filthy that you had to charge, you want to deduct $125?
Because it was the whole house. She didn't vacuum.
Yeah, no, but I need pictures of it.
It was not broom cleaned. It was not clean.
Okay.
I just took
Watch
the pictures.
this. Was it broom clean? Was it clean?
No.
It was vacuumed 3 times.
Okay. Was it broom clean? Was it clean? No. Now I need pictures. It's not. This is not rocket science, folks.
I
Give me
didn't take
proof.
pictures of that, Judge.
Okay, how much?
But I did take pictures of the oven and the refrigerator. I spent hours scrubbing. And when Heather moved in, they were clean because my mother, who was 90 years old, was with me a few days before Heather moved in, and we cleaned the kitchen and the bathtub and got it.
Why would you make your 90-year-old mother clean the kitchen and a bathtub?
Because I was desperately frantic to get it done
You
before
made her help you clean the kitchen and the bathtub?
Yes.
You ought to smack her. Why would you tolerate that?
So if you rent an apartment and it has mold, would you give the landlord a chance to fix it or would you bail?
I think you should give the landlord a chance to fix it. It's not your problem, but if the landlord isn't willing to fix it, you should bail out.
Who's afraid of mold? Who's afraid of mold? Would you bail?
Yes.
Would you give him any chance to fix it?
No.
Is that reasonable to bail without giving a chance to fix?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah. You don't know what you can get. It's mold.
Fair point. Going inside the courtroom.
What is this a picture of? An additional hole in the rug?
I think it's a hot iron that you do with your hair.
Oh, maybe,
And her
yeah.
teenage daughter lived in that room, and those marks were not there before Heather came. I'm 100%
Okay,
sure.
what room is that?
That is the master bedroom, which she gave to her daughter.
You gave the master to your daughter?
Mm-hmm. And I never did see any color paint that she's telling me her
You should have
daughter
seen the room
did
I
that.
slept in. It was smaller than your cubicle or your judge table.
Honest to God, what's wrong with us? Why do we let them suck the life out of us like this?
All right.
But you're worse than I am because I wouldn't give the master to my daughter. Is this your daughter's?
I mean, my daughter did have a lot of stuff, so I'm not sure. I don't even know
Okay.
what the other side
All right,
is.
gotcha. So let's look at the reasons why you want to. The repair of the damaged walls, unless you can prove that it's more damaged now than the way you handed it to her, you can't collect that. The painting and the painting supplies and the painting's labor, that I think is legitimate. Let me see an estimate from painters.
As soon as I find it, yes.
While you're looking for that, talk to me about this landscaping issue. You want $100 because she ripped out your wisteria.
Actually, I guessed $100, and I just got a professional estimate. It was way, way more than $100.
But she agreed to it. She agreed.
Watch this. Are you listening?
Okay.
Brace yourself. Did you agree to it?
No, I did not.
Okay. Now will you listen to me? Okay. Get it in writing.
And that's from her.
Are you listening? Or are you still
Yes.
talking?
Sorry.
So this is how it looked beforehand. And this is, what's the wisteria? The two in front or this?
It actually went over the arbor.
It's gone already in this picture?
Yes.
Do you have a picture of how it looked with the wisteria?
I have before and after.
Let me see it. Can I hand it to my bailiff? I mean, what she did looks really pretty.
But it's not my taste, and it
That's
was my
fine.
house.
That's right. And actually, I like the blue too, but if it's not your taste and you don't like it?
I would have liked it had she finished it.
So this is the wisteria that's growing on the
trellis, which I had someone make for me, and now it's an empty, naked trellis, and it's an eyesore now instead of looking pretty.
Did you return the keys?
No,
Yes.
she didn't.
I gave her a key when the guy came to do the window. I gave her one set, and then I gave her another set that I had when she came to the house.
But according to you, she entered your house afterwards?
Mm-hmm. So
And
she has
how do you
keys.
know she entered your house?
Because she took a couch out of it.
Her own couch?
Yes, which she left for me, which she asked if I wanted, and we decided to keep it so the house wouldn't look empty. And then all of a sudden, a week or two later, it was gone.
Because you weren't returning her security, but it's not all of a sudden.
Well, but she still had no business going in my house.
Your point is she has no
So
right
I had
to
to
enter.
change
Did you
the
go in there to
locks.
take the couch out?
I went in because I said I'd leave
How'd
her
you
for the
get in?
weekend of the showings.
How'd you get in?
I had the key.
Right.
That's the key she got back.
I had to put in new locks.
Got it.
I had to put in new locks when I moved in because you never changed them either.
I don't change them normally.
Okay, ladies, this is fun.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about why you're keeping the security deposit. First of all, the amount of the security deposit is $1,400. Is that correct? Both
Yes.
sides agree?
Yes.
All right. Okay. The $60 for the repair of the damaged walls. I find that you are unable to prove that these are additional holes or somehow worse than how the tenant last left it because you do not have pictures to show me how you handed it to her. So I'm not going to go with you on that one. The amount that you're deducting, I'm still waiting for the painter's estimate.
I had 2 men painting after the first man decided it was too big a job for him to do.
You
So-
have a nasty habit of picking the cheapest way out, and then the cheap comes out
I trust
expensive.
people.
No, it's not about trusting people. You're cheap. If you go ahead and do it right the first time, it costs less. Hand the receipts for the estimates for the painting to my bailiff.
I'm not a good businesswoman. Or I
Well,
wouldn't
then be a
here.
better one. These are a bunch of papers with notes on them. Where's the estimates from painters? You're asking to withhold $1,100 almost. I need to know that you're not hiring Mo, Curly, and Larry at $10 an hour. What is this? Okay, this is where we do a little what?
Rough justice.
That's right. The carpet damage. You're asking to withhold $175 for the holes, and that would be half of the cost to replace the carpet because you understand that you already had a carpet that had some problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
I find that's fair, actually. The cleaning services, first of all, do you have a receipt for cleaning services, or that's just your personal time?
I paid somebody partially, and then
Can I see the receipt for the somebody that you paid?
And no, because she was supposed to meet with me yesterday, and we had a snowstorm.
Okay. Landscaping without permission, I'm with you. You kind of felt that she was like taking over the joint and trying to pretend like it was her place.
She was taking over, even down to the color of the wall, which she did not tell the truth about the color of the paint.
We're done. No one say another word but me. Okay. I find that you're entitled to keep $750 of the security deposit for the things that I see that are quantifiable, including the painting labor, the damaged carpet, and the keys and the wisteria, which you had no permission to cut off. I find that you then owe her the remaining amount of her security deposit, which is $650. So there's a net judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $650. That's my verdict. Thank you.
Well, the defendant will be refunding some of that security deposit over to the plaintiff. Step in here. You satisfied how the judge rules on this one? Here, step
Not
over.
really.
No? Well, the problem was if you wanted more, you didn't have the evidence to prove that you had the right to keep more.
I sent up to her thing showing how many times the rent was late, how many times the checks bounced. I never collected the fees for that, $60 each time.
Whose fault is that?
It's my fault. I'm too nice.
Okay.
And I was nice to her
You're
from
going
the
to be
beginning.
tougher from now on?
If I ever have a tenant again, I will have to be tougher.
All right, right around the corner this way, okay? All right, so come on in here. You didn't get to everything you sued for.
What are you going to do? It was just, I tried to be helpful. I tried to improve things because I knew things were tight for both of us, and I'm not going to trust anybody again. And hopefully I'll never have to rent. That was a one-off thing I've never done before in my life, and I'm glad I hopefully never have to do it again.
Harvey?
You know, it's real simple. The landlord can deduct for damage, but you need estimates, and the estimates have to be reasonable. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
This is the plaintiff, Daniel Abdullah. He says he was driving down the road when the defendant backed out of his driveway and smacked directly into him with such force it pushed his car across the street. Luckily, there were no other cars on the road. When he asked the guy for his insurance information, he refused to say a word. And here they are. He's suing the careless driver for $2,749.19, the amount it's going to cost him to fix his car. This is the defendant, Kevin Torres. He says he was pulling into his driveway, stopped for a pedestrian when the plaintiff hit him from behind. That's right, the plaintiff is the careless driver who wasn't looking where he was going. And smack, the plaintiff's 100% at fault. The cops and his insurance company agree, and he owes nothing. He's accused of a backup crack-up.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant backed into him, but the defendant says the opposite, that the reckless plaintiff caused it. It's the case of the rear-ender offender.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Daniel Abdullah,
Yes.
You are suing Kevin Torres for $2,749.19 that you say it's going to cost to repair your car that was damaged in an accident that you say was Mr. Torres' fault. Tell me what you say happened.
I was driving heading east.
On what street?
On Elwood Avenue.
Okay.
In North. And as I was driving east, I was abruptly hit by a car on the passenger side.
You were hit by a car on the passenger side?
A truck, actually.
You were hit by a truck on your passenger side?
Yes, and it knocked me into the other lane. And I thank God there was no car coming, because that could have been serious damage.
Okay, come on out here, pick a car you want to be, and then pick one to be you and one to be him, and tell me how you say it happened.
Okay. I was heading east this way.
Okay.
He was in his driveway, and as I was heading here, he came out, boom, and knocked me.
Okay, all right.
Okay, good.
Got you.
Thank you. We can leave.
Okay. And the damage to your car is in the middle of your car, the way you just put it?
No, right here by the fender.
By the front. Okay, and the damage to his car is there, where you put it?
Yes.
The damage to his car is there in that corner? Okay.
Yeah, yes. It's all along here.
So did you see him coming, or you didn't even see him coming?
No.
You just all of a sudden, was there anybody else in your car?
No. The thing was, see, I think it was maybe some car there, so he couldn't really see maybe. So that's probably why.
So he was just gonna figure that his warning would be the impact? Okay, so go ahead and go back to the lectern. According to you, it happened differently.
Definitely.
Tell me what you say happened. Come on over here and show me.
I'm stopping to make a right into my driveway. As I was turning in, there's a crosswalk here where the sidewalk is. And as I was turning in, there's a pedestrian coming by. I had to stop for the pedestrian, obviously. And Mr. Dula hit me on the left-hand driver's side of the car.
Okay, you just had him hitting you on the left-hand driver's side of the back of the car.
Yes.
Is that where you intended for that to show?
Yes, ma'am. That's where he hit me.
Okay.
I don't understand, that's my theory on the cases. I don't know how he says I hit him. If I was waiting for the pedestrian to pass by.
Where were you going?
Into my driveway.
So according to you, you're going into your driveway, not coming out of your driveway.
Yes,
and you
ma'am.
haven't even gone in yet, and he was just going too fast to be able to stop?
Yes, ma'am.
Was anybody in your car?
No.
Just you?
Yes.
And both of you gave the exact story you're giving here today to the police at the scene.
Yes.
I have a police report here.
Did the police issue anybody a ticket?
I thought she did, but I guess she didn't.
No.
But thing was, I left my car right in the other lane where the impact happened. You leave the car exactly where that until the police come. But he moved his car back into his driveway.
Did you move the car before the police got there?
No, the car was parked in the driveway where I had it already after the lady passed by, because after he hit me, I went into the driveway and parked the car.
Do you have pictures of your car?
No, actually I do, but it's one is on the cell phone.
That's fine. I need them on the cell phone. Let me see them.
Just let me know when it comes up, please.
And the two people you have here are for moral support?
Yes.
Okay. And there are, in fact, parking spaces. How do you get in and out of your driveway with those parking spaces?
It seems a little short, but it's actually enough room to get in and out.
Okay, so this is your car.
The damage on my vehicle, yes, ma'am. On the driver's side, as you can tell.
So?
So he said it was on the passenger side where he hit me.
No, he said that you hit him on his passenger side.
Okay.
Right.
No,
Can I see the pictures of the damage to your car? You both have insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever make a claim against his insurance?
I let it go because I have really no damage on my vehicle. But
No damage to your vehicle. I just saw your vehicle.
Okay, but it's just a little bumper damage, so I was going to let it go, and Mr.
What year is your car?
2003.
Yeah, the damage to his car is completely on the side, and the damage to your car is completely on the back.
Right, so that's where he hit me and kept moving.
Right, but he's not traveling this way. He's traveling this way.
Right, but when he took the turn to go away from the car, I guess when he, not paying attention or whatever, he's swung out to the other side of the street.
No.
Who is the fellow who's with you? Moral support? Or is he a witness?
But he's an auto body
Oh, come on up a second.
Yes, Your Honor.
What did he tell you that day?
What did he tell me that day? He said the gentleman backed out and hit his car. As a close observation and looking at the vehicle and the point of impact, it appears that the car backed into him.
How can you tell it from the point of impact? People fascinate me, though. I'm going to call it based on what I think happened, so don't get too smiley.
No, I understand.
But here's the thing, here's a truck, okay? All we know is this, that this is how the accident happened. That's the only thing we know from the damage, right here. Now, it could be like this because you back out and he tries to avoid you, and that's where the accident happens. Or it could be like that because you are here and then he sees you and he tries to avoid you, and that is where the accident happens. You are not an accident reconstructionist. With all due respect, how can you tell me which of those two things is true? All we know is that this is the contact, whether it's like this or like this is the part that we don't know. There's not a single witness to what happened? Other than you guys, there was nobody around the area, nothing.
No.
For me to assume that you were there, he didn't see you, and he hit you, we're assuming, oh, he swerved and that's how that happened. No evidence he's speeding. It's kind of tough that all this damage is on the side there. Tough for you.
Yeah,
that all that damage is on the
it's
side
tough to know
there.
how much of this damage is old stuff and the stuff that he says I did on it.
Oh, really? You're going to go there?
So who's got the right of way? The person going down the street or the person backing out the driveway?
The person driving down the street has the right of way.
Is that right? Person driving down the street?
Yes.
Oh, you seem so unsure. What do you think?
I think the person driving down the street.
Why is that?
Right away.
If you see the person coming out of the driveway, why not?
Well, the person coming out of the driveway was coming out of the driveway after the person was going down the street, so.
Okay, well, that didn't answer anything going inside the courtroom.
If he was going at 20 miles an hour, and once the point of impact, which is in the front, he says, he should have been able to stop the damage before it got all the way to the back of his car if he was going slow enough.
He does not say the point of impact is the front fender front of the car. It's on the side of his car.
Okay.
Side of his car. Okay, which is kind of consistent with you backing out. So, did you leave your car in its spot for the police to see?
Yes.
And he, after getting hit, parked his car inside of his house?
In back in the driveway. Mm-hmm. And then.
What kind of car is this?
It's Nissan Maxima.
What year?
It's a 97.
97?
Yes.
Okay. So when you use private party in good condition, the value of the car is $1,552. That's it. Here's the thing. If you have an item, and that if I have this and this is damaged, okay, then what I get is the value of this. I don't get the value of something better than this. I get the value of this, and that's it. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no one would ever spend $3,000. Well, somebody might, but you don't get to make somebody pay $3,000 to repair an item that's worth $1,500. So the police, who called the police?
I did.
Did you call the police?
No, ma'am.
All right, you're looking guilty by the second. All right. Mr. Torres, I think you backed out, and I based my decision on where the damage is, although that never, like I said, tells the whole story. The fact that you drove your car back in, the fact that you're packing your papers right now, the way that you've testified here today, and so I find in favor of the plaintiff, but in the amount of the Blue Book value, and the Blue Book value is $1,552. That's my judgment.
Well, here's the defendant here. He comes out on the losing end of this case.
That's okay. She has her own opinion, and she took her.
Well, you acted guilty at the scene.
I don't know about all that.
Why'd you pull the car back into the
Because
driveway?
I didn't want to leave it in the street like this guy.
After an accident, you always leave the vehicles in the position.
Oh, if you say so.
Well, okay, that's the way it should be done. Okay. And why didn't you call the police then?
Because the gentleman already called it. So what is going to keep calling the police department? They're busy people.
Yeah, and in here you were trying to bring up previous damage, and you packed up your papers. You already got one foot out the door already.
Well, she made a decision, didn't she? What am I standing around for?
Okay, right this way. Okay. All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
You did it. How you feeling coming out of here?
Well, I feel like the truth generally always wins. I'm happy with the judgment.
Okay. Harvey?
Thank you.
There's a simple principle. You're entitled to get your item repaired, in this case a car, but the cost of repair cannot exceed the actual value, in this case, the value of the car.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here, wishing you a very happy half-off holiday, because right now Mint Mobile is offering you the gift of 50% off unlimited. To be clear, that's half price, not half the service. And Mint is still premium, unlimited wireless for a great price. So that means a half day, yeah? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.